What's up YouTube? We are back with another video and we will be discussing the blow up of Donvo. We're going to dive into Uncle Ted, Roger Banks as well. This is going to be a spicy one, so let's dive straight into it. So last week it surfaced well-known streamer Donvo blowing up people's accounts. You may ask, how did Donvo lose people's money? Very, very simple. He had a PAMM with a broker called Blueberry Markets, whereby he was acting as a portfolio manager. So in short, a PAMM is a percentage allocated money manager. In simple layman terms, think of it as a mutual fund where people invest their money alongside Don. He's the trader, portfolio manager, and he takes the trades on the accounts. All right. Don became very well known in the trading industry for streaming every day, for his non-conformist way of trading, whereby he will risk 10% of his account to only make 1%. So for all the trading diehards out there, negative RR. He got a lot of flack for it, but he made it work to some extent. Sounds very counterintuitive, I know, but that was Donvo's way of trading. So a large part of the trading community ridiculed him for the negative RR, and he would always stand on his grounds to say, look, I've got a very high win rate. I don't need to win. I don't need big RR trades if I'm winning 95% of the time. Okay, so that was the story on Don. We've all heard of horror stories of people managing other people's money and then losing it, but there's a twist with this story, and that's what I want to get into now. So Don is very well known for being a very transparent trader, for trading almost, I think, 4 years live every single day on YouTube. So after a while, he stopped streaming. I think for the last month, Don was not streaming at all on his YouTube channel, and that is also when he actually started the PAMM account. Now, there's many speculation, not yet confirmed, that there was almost $3 million invested into this PAMM account. He then proceeded last week to take 300 trades in a single day, taken on gold, where he lost majority of the portfolio. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking 98% drawdown, but it's a lost cause at that stage. So the discuss from Don blowing up comes from the speculation that he had an equity deal with the broker where the PAMM was hosted. So for the layman out there, many clients lost money, but that money lost went to the broker. All right, it didn't go anywhere else. It didn't go to a bank. It's sitting in the bank account of the broker, and I'm going to actually go through how I know this. So if you go onto Blueberry Market website, into their legal documents, under their client agreement, under section 2, and you go to section 2.3, it clearly states, we enter into each contract with you as a principal. We are your trading counterparty. So whatever trade you take, they are the counterparty to that trade. So if you make money, they lose money. If you lose money, they make money. Very, very simple. So now this is where it gets spicy. So in the legal documents, they've stated that they are in actual fact a B-book broker. All right. So even though not confirmed, there is speculation of this equity deal between Don and the broker, whereby clients losing money, whatever is lost, that there's a percentage that will be shared between Don and the broker. Again, not confirmed, purely speculation with how things have been moving. Okay, but now you may ask, where does Roger Banks and Uncle Ted Safranco come into the story? So let's take it back a bit. Let's rewind it a couple of years. So Uncle Ted, well known in the trading community in Canada, was the mentor of Roger Banks. Okay, Don cited many times that Roger Banks and Uncle Ted were some of his former mentors. Another thing they have in common, all three of them hail from Canada. All right, Uncle Ted started his mentorship, which was called Forex Family, where a lot of streamers back then, I'm talking about 3-4 years ago, were part of the Forex family community, and a lot of them branched out, starting their own streams, starting their own mentorships, with Raja and Don being some of the bigger ones branching away from it. But here's where it gets interesting. Uncle Ted then branched out to start his own broker, which was called Traders Domain, whereby he also had a PAMM account that he was managing on his own broker, which is also allegedly to be a B-book broker. Now, if you go onto Coffeezilla did a 3-part series exposing Ted Safranco, Traders Domain, where he actually dives very deep into how Uncle Ted built up this PAMM, got a lot of money, again to, I'm thinking about $500 million, and then rug pulled it. Exactly the same what Don did, even though Ted did it on his own broker. Don didn't do it on his own broker. He took an easier route out. So here's the thing. After that investigation, Uncle Ted closed down Traders Domain. So the investors are still sitting out of pocket. Are you starting to see the thread here? So now Raja Banks then also broke away from Uncle Ted, starting his own mentorship, initially called Market Fluidity, whereby he teaches a very simple range break strategy, looking for clean price ranges to trade, which is very simple, not worth your money, save your money. There's a lot of free resources on the internet. But this is where things get weird with Raja Banks. Raja then proceeded to start his own trading brokerage as well. So I don't know if you see the thread, mentor, student, all following in the same footsteps of their mentor. So where he also has his own trading brokerage, boasting ridiculous returns. I'm actually going to show you a little clip here where Raja was trading on his own broker, making stupid returns, which is not real, it's not realistic. I can call it fake. If Raja wants to say it's real, please come and show me how it's real. Anyone that's got a little bit of experience in this industry would know that as a broker owner, you cannot trade on your own brokerage. It's a direct conflict of interest with your clients, with your traders. You cannot trade with your own brokerage. It's just not possible. So his broker is also a B-book broker, and after questioning the legitimacy of the returns that he made on his own brokerage, Raja then just proceeded to block me on Instagram, which is the easy route out. Instead of saying, hey man, I'm using all of this fake trades to basically market my own brokerage, to try and create a legitimate image of my broker. All right, but let's bring it all together now. The golden thread here is that Raja and Don were both mentored by Uncle Ted. Both of them then proceeded to start their own mentorship programs. Raja faking returns on his own broker, even getting upset on a podcast where he was asked about it with words of wisdom, actually wanting to walk out. We're actually going to show a little section now as well where Raja wanted to storm out of the podcast. Words of wisdom asked him about these returns, and all of a sudden he couldn't give a direct answer. Even though Don didn't start his own broker, he took a page out of Uncle Ted's book of getting a PAMM up and going and then blowing up the PAMM account. So the question now is, what is Raja's endgame? Dominion Markets LLC, a company registered under the laws of the Comoros Union. It's a little island off the east coast of Africa. And my question is, why would you register a broker on a small island off the east coast of Africa? In the industry already hurt with so many unscrupulous activities, the most recent developments don't bode well for new consumers coming into the market. So I always beg of you, question everything in this industry. Don't take anything at face value. Question everything, ask for proof. It is your right to know as a consumer what is true, what is fact, and what is actually bullshit. Okay? At the shooting of this video, Donvo also proceeded to delete all trading related content on his Instagram. He has yet to make a public statement to come out to say this is what's happened. He's on the down low. He's infamous. We don't know where Donvo is. And if you were affected by this, I actually urge you to go and lay a complaint with the Ontario Security Exchange Commission or with your local authorities, because I don't think this is the end of it. I actually think this is going to turn into a legal matter, because unfortunately for Don has become a household name in the trading industry, and a lot of people were affected and a lot of damage has been done to the industry as a whole, where somebody that was seen as a person, a trader, a streamer that you can trust, now just breaking the trust of a lot of traders, not just new traders coming into the industry, but actually his own community members turning against him. So, Chad, this is a spicy one. It's a developing story. We're going to see where this goes. There might be a follow-up video, but we will see you guys in the next one. Join us Monday to Friday as we trade live, London session and Wall Street session. Peace and love, baby. Hit that subscribe button, like, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.